Rewatchers Council's back, the Friday edition, which means it's Angel. Time for Angel here on the post credits. Snark here, glad to be hosting the show with someone with not only just one person, with a person that's also decided to put a phantom person up there, a ghost. A ghost here joining us on the Angel episodes. Pretty exciting stuff. Courtesy Ferris Muthana. Ferris, how you doing, pal?
I don't know who this person is. It just popped up out of nowhere. All I see is two people. I don't
Let's
know
try
who
that.
this. Yeah,
Nope,
I
it's
don't
not
know who this.
going anywhere.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It won't let me remove it.
It is a ghost, for God's sakes. There we go. I knew this day was coming. I think we've told about it. It's been prophesied that one
Yeah.
day a ghost is going to join us here on the show, and it's happened. It's happened here. Okay. Well, now that the ghost is here, we can might as well get on with the show.
Hmm.
There's no place like Plrtz Glrb. Ferris, one of your favorite towns, if I
Yeah, it
remember right.
is. Yes, I enjoy it.
Plrtz Glrb, Wisconsin. Original air date May 22nd of the good year 2001. Written and directed by the co-creator of the show, Ferris. This one's
David
David
Greenblatt.
Dave, David Greenwalt. I do like
Greenwald. Sorry.
oh the names. Anyways, it's the first time he's done both of these since Dear Boy. The last episode he wrote was Ferris is going to be busting some ghosts, it seems. There's only one way to face off against a ghost. It's become one yourself. And he failed. He didn't do it. Now, guest star
Sorry.
alert. That's fine. This is the time to do it. So I'm just going to go through a little guest alert here. First off, Michael Fency plays the trombonist leader there, Silas. Before this, his longest run was a 4-episode role on Knots Landing. If you remember the days of nighttime soap operas, I don't know. I guess they still have them these days. It's just everything's just kind of changed. It's not as soapy maybe as it used to be when I was a kid. He also is going to work on sitcoms and dramas. He's also got a part in one of your favorite movies of all time, and I know this to be true, Ferris. Lambada, The Forbidden Dance.
You mean La Bamba?
Nope, Lambada, The
Oh, then
Forbidden Dance. You don't remember?
no,
You don't remember Lambada?
no,
Oh, it
sorry.
was so many people and dance floors got something. You know what I mean? It's a very it's an intimate dance that they made up for about 45 minutes in the 90s. Got a movie at least out of it. Of course, Alyson Hannigan is going to show up on this one. I think this is the last time she shows up on the show. Of course, it says a lot without saying anything at all in this one. And finally,
Hmm.
we got Jamie McShane is in this one. Ferris. I don't. He's a guy who's been in a ton of stuff. He was one of the rebels. This is one of his earliest roles. I just finished watching Task with my buddy. That's the one with the
Mark
Bruce.
Ruffalo.
Yeah, Ruffalo's in that one. Uh, it's fine. You know, it's not a terrific show. It's somehow getting a second season. Anyways, he
I
plays.
I liked it.
You liked it. It was
Yeah.
fun. How does this get a second season? I don't know.
It's called Mark Ruffalo. That's what it's called.
I guess, yeah, he would just wanted to do another season or something. It's like, well, you can do this again. We can try and have it so I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil it to anybody who
Hmm.
might want to because it's
Are you
usually
talking about that bald dude? Like
the,
that?
he's the guy that is like the enforcer
Yeah,
for the game. Smallest guy, the
yeah,
smallest guy.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
know who you're talking about. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
yeah, he's one of the rebels. He's the guy that goes and sacrifices himself first or
Yeah.
whatever against those 3 guards they got at the castle there. Let's see. He was also the sheriff in Wednesday, if you remember
Oh
Wednesday.
yes, 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 yes.
One of my favorite shows that came out that year. Anyways, I think my favorite show that came out
Really?
that year. Now, yeah, it's fantastic stuff. Just in the last 10 years, the 155 IMDb credits.
Shout out to him.
It's just crazy. Crazy. Anyways, let's go on to the show here because The ghost is getting impatient with us, and there's nothing worse than an unhappy ghost.
Yeah.
Seems fair. So start. Oh, there you go. You did it. You're the champion. Now,
Thank you.
yeah, he's a ghost buster. He's
Yes.
afraid of ghosts, as far as I know. Now, starting off right where the last episode left off. Poor Lorne's head's on a platter, like John the Baptist here. Comes to life, of course. Cordy freaks out. She shrieks. I think it's like a 17-second long shriek, for God's sakes, which is pretty
Justifiably. I think it's justifiably.
formidable. Now, would you okay just being a sentient head?
No.
Would you rather be a sentient whole body and not have a head?
You know
Or
what?
you think you're figuring it's better off just having the whole deal together?
Yeah, I think so. But if I had to pick one or the other, I'd probably pick the head because they can make a robot body.
That's true. Plus,
Mhm.
yeah, I've seen Futurama. They do that.
I have. Yeah, just put me in a jar full of water and then stick me on a robot.
Yep. Pretty much a documentary about how the future is going to be. Futurama. Now, what was with all the spitting in Pylea? Every episode, there's 2 or 3 times where people are either getting spat on, spitting at somebody. What was with all the spitting?
Sign of disrespect.
Like the absolute rudest thing you can do. So, and Silas is telling that blue head guy there, I don't know, like the one guard guy that took his helmet, maybe, I guess. Anyways, he asks if he knows what Angel is. One of those other monk guys. He's like, oh, he's a Vantal, a drinker of blood. And then he has the exact same ways of killing a Vantal as he do like a vampire here on good old planet Earth, or Dimension Earth, or whatever we're called in this thing. So he's like, oh, just do everyone just to make sure. Okay, whatever. But before, Wes was saying, like, this is what the true nature of this is what the true demon looks like when a vampire turns, because a vampire is, of course, a demon that's been that corrupts a human body and stuff like that. This is the demon that first corrupted it. I don't think it is, unless the Vantal is what those demons are. But like the one thing I always have trouble with when it comes to like that green demon is like the thing that runs it. So there's a couple of things. First is the master being so ancient. That's why he looks the way he does, and he doesn't change it to a human. I think that's the way that they're supposed to look originally. And then they got the Uber vamps who are going to be a little bit too. Nothing looks like these green spiny things. I think this green spiny thing, I think Angel just turns into the Pylea version of a vampire. That's all. No, maybe a little more feral over there, but you can also
definitely more feral. Absolutely.
He said
a darkness. He said a darkness is falling over him.
But he can't control this darkness, as we'll find out later. Also, I just want to get your input on this this line that the Blue has. He seems very excited about saying this. He says that he's personally going to bury his spear in Angel's rump.
That's a choice.
It could be taken out of context.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
or a rump.
Bury his rump. He's gonna put it right in his rump.
Hey, rump could mean something else in this world.
I don't know if it does. I'm just using context clues here. I don't know if it can. It could be worse. I guess. But bury your spear in his rump. Know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll find out.
Maybe you can get things get a little lonely for those blue. Also,
that's a good point.
Everybody, yeah. Oh, there's supposed I don't understand the whole who looks like a lady and stuff like that. Anyways, when you look at Lauren's mom, maybe who knows what's going on. Anyways, it's it's okay to do that these days, especially in Pylea, I guess. Now,
absolutely.
Silas is gonna go. He says, "Oh, you slave, you're what what a slave you've been. Been pretty naughty. You're making drawings of my special cow multi-head exploder here and giving it to the enemies. So yeah, enough out of you. And he presses a button, he looks right at him, and the head explodes, which is pretty fun. It's pretty
Yes.
fun. It does remind me of the Running Man, though, the good
Yes.
man. Like when the guy's running out of the fence and stuff like that, and they're like, "Get back here, you idiot!" And then poof, yeah, fantastic. Except this guy drops and his old buddy. He tells his old buddy, just clean up this mess.
That was pretty fun. Like, clean it up. Clean it up.
That's not what that guy wanted to do that day. You know what I mean? Pretty hard life being a slave in Pylea. That's true. Also, so he has this machine that can extinguish like all the cows in the world. They're gonna all get exploded if he uses this machine, right? We've seen people pay for cows in good booze, like a big thing of booze. You're not getting any forewarning that your cow's about to explode. What if the cow's cleaning the living room? You know what I mean? All of a sudden, you've got to and who's going to clean the cow brains of the cows?
Man, it's just a waste of good cow, man. It's a waste of good cow.
It is a terrible waste of cow. Yeah, this is something that this guy didn't think through. Come on, Silas, do better.
He didn't think through it.
Do better. Come on.
Come on, man. Be a more organized tyrannical ruler. That's a maniac.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
You have the technology to explode their heads. Why don't you have the technology to bring everybody together? You know what I mean? In harmony.
Exactly.
Pretty awful choice for a monk. Now, Wes and Gunn about to get beheaded by a bunch of Robin Hooders or something out there. The guys, like they said, the guys' axe is coming. There's guards coming out of the fields, though. Everybody seems to know where this hidden camp is. Guard comes out of the field, arrows the guy with the axe in the chest, killing him before he can kill Wes and Gunn. That's great. When they get off the horses, they start yelling, "Death to the Outworlders." Like, are they considering cows Outworlders? I don't know if they are. I think they're talking about Gunn and Wes.
Gun, yeah. Well,
why would they shoot the guy who was going to kill him?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? Like, you roll up on them and they're ready to be executed.
Yeah.
Why are you stopping the execution? Is it also you're also trying to kill the rebels? So wouldn't you say death to the rebels?
Cows. Just say cows. You call them cows throughout,
Yeah.
To the dirty cows. Anyways, those stockades, it looked like at any time, Wes and Gunn could have just gotten out of it, just stood up. You know what I mean? They weren't locked down or anything. They're able to fight off these things in a, they're supposed in a quasi-comical way. They're supposed to be comical. No one unlocked the things. Like, why wouldn't they just? I wouldn't have just sat there being all cool with about to get my head lopped off if I could have done something to get away. Make them earn it. Make them work for it. That's your head. You're gonna lose it, and you're not one of those green dudes either. So, throughout the last couple episodes, Ferris, it seems like Fred and Angel were getting a little cozy, if you know what I mean.
Why not? She seems like a lovely woman.
Would have been fun to see what would happen to the curse if he was to, bury something in somewhere. So over in Pylea, who knows if that gypsy curse actually works over there? I wonder if that curse actually doesn't work over there. He was like, I ain't coming back. Maybe that's why he was like, no, I'm not gonna get into this. What if I got sunshine? I've got a reflection. Pretty good. No curse. He's maybe think it's just too good to be true over there. Plus, he can talk about being a champion all the time. His favorite thing. So maybe that's why he was like too much of a good thing. I got to get back to Earth where everything stinks. And I can brood about it. Just wait till next season. Oh my God. Okay.
You can't get in the way of a good brooding.
Yeah. So it would have set up some nice bit of awkwardness, if you know what's going to happen coming in the near for a little workplace awkwardness, if you know what I mean. Also, she's talking. He's like, "Oh, did I snore?" When he's talking to Fred in the morning there, and she's like, "No, it was more like a caterwauling and stuff like that." And it's like, I was just wondering if they ever like a CPAP machine for like shrieking.
Do vampires snore?
I don't think they would. You need to breathe. It's a huge deal. Needing to breathe, and it's something that they keep forgetting all the time on both Buffy and Angel. Vampires get very out of breath for a bunch of people that literally don't have
breath
at all. Yeah. Would you? And I'm saying, like, say it's been like you're 45 minutes late for dinner or something like that. You're a pretty hungry guy. Would you ever eat a twig and berry porridge?
No, I'll just starve.
Okay. How about a bark enchilada? On the one hand, enchilada. Second, it's full of bark, full of tree bark.
I'll have a berry enchilada if you make the berry enchilada. See, she didn't think of that.
Here's the box. Ferris is here. He's outside the box. He knows that berry enchiladas would work.
Exactly. See?
Ridiculous. Well, she's a scientist. She's a scientist, and she can't the simple procedure of berries and enchiladas, making it work. Almost like a breakfast. Like it'd be like a breakfast enchilada. Like it's about time like that worked. Anyways, I really like the part where we're back. So Cordy has a new servant in there named Merelda, and she cannot get her name right. It's real good stuff. She wants to go to where all the mutilation chamber is, so she can try and match up poor old Lorne with his former body here. She eventually just calls her Geraldo, which was amazing.
Rivera.
Geraldo. Lorne being an absolute perv when Cordy gets an idea and tells Geraldo there, lose the clothes. I was in his arm, and then very open. You know what I mean? For a guy, for a Death Lorne swath or whatever. Come on, buddy. Now,
have some decorum.
Yeah. We're told that all the words that are spoken to get over there is the consonant representations of mathematical transfiguration formulas. It's a good thing they also use those same kind of things in Pylea. There's a lot of ups and downs.
Amen.
Two things, but that's always constant.
Just because it's the Bronze Age and it's a different world, that does not mean that they don't have calculus. And
one thing they always say: mathematic is true wherever you are.
Exactly.
So it's the universal language.
Big up the maths.
Even though they're using words to explain it, not even words, just letters, and not even vowels, just consonants, for God's sake. So, how did Fred last so long in that cave? Because these guards have found it in 2 seconds. Like, we got to go after Angel here. It's like, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll go find a blue head. Like he's got some spear burying to do. You know what I mean? So, if that guy got to get his spear on. Knows exactly where to find them. But she'd been on that planet for 5 years, is stealing all kinds of stuff. All it took was 2 seconds. All it took was,
Well, I think they're probably the guards. Yeah, probably the guards were like, we're finally gonna peruse this area. They probably didn't care about this area anyway, so they finally perused it.
Maybe because she's super smart and wasn't poking the bear all the time, like a certain vampire guy. Exactly. So, back with those rebel guys. They almost killed Gunn and Wesley, while they were fighting on their stockades. These guys, they just say, you know what, we're on your guys' side. And these guys are like, you're right, let's release you. not only do they just release these guys, they're gonna eventually team up with them. It's gonna be guns.
Amen. You find out a true person's character in the heat of battle.
Sure, especially if you can fight off these spear guys, and when your hands are in, and your head is tied up in this big piece of wood. Exactly. So it's Gunn's idea to get. It's like Wes is like, we just got to get to the Cordy and stuff like that. Gunn's like, whoa. Why don't we? How about these guys? They got a noble purpose here. We should help these guys. So it's like, yeah, you're right. We should. And it's like, okay, Wes is the leader now.
Mm-hmm.
What about Gunn? He's the one who had the idea of getting with these guys.
Discrimination.
Yeah. Wes doesn't even know why. Yeah. Why anyone makes him leader. But I think it turned to be a pretty good leader.
Pretty good decision. Pretty good decision.
Yeah. Now, we see that Angel was offered that twig and berry porridge.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't care to eat it. How he hasn't eaten since he's been there. How long do you think he can go without eating a Pylea?
He's a vampire, so I don't really know.
It's a tough one. Mm-hmm. Doesn't seem to get weaker. He doesn't seem to get weaker at all. You know what I was thinking though? Like what? all those humans there called cows. He could just like grab whoever, start drinking, and just have it in his mind. He's just drinking cow's blood. He's drinking cow's blood so many times. Just drink a little cow's blood. Nothing wrong with it.
That's a good point.
Technically, he's not breaking any rules that he has. It's another thing to keep Pylea in his heart. He doesn't allow himself to do it. So, Fred, when he says, well, I gotta go. I have a buddy dead here. We've been told by this jerk over here. Cordy's stuck in this castle. I gotta get out of here. Fred gets real guilt trippy. Like, oh, but you be safe here with me, You don't have to go back to all your friends and stuff like that. You could just be here. You like having a relationship. You like sleeping like a regular person. How about this potential berry enchilada that you just thought of just now?
Yes.
It's fantastic stuff. It's like
with a side of mutton.
Yeah. It's like he's like, no, I gotta get going. But that blue guy turns out, and they never noticed, has a humongous knife. The knife's this big. How do they not notice? This guy just has a knife up his sleeve. For God's sakes, you see him doing the old classic cut the
ropes. Yeah.
Okay. So, Cordy brings Lorne down into the mutilation chamber. Lovely area of the castle. I'm sure it smells real great. Mm-hmm. She doesn't complain about the smell. She's a tough lady these days. Are you concerned that there are both 3-toed and 5-toed versions of green people on Pylea?
Yeah, but there's variation. Probably a genetic separation. Probably cousins of some sort, but not the original sort of the good old Lorne.
I think. I wonder if it's like any kind of genetic thing, like a hair color and stuff like that. They all seem to be green. They all like all those guys. There isn't many fluctuations of color there. So maybe that's how things are different. Like blonde, brunette, you're 3-toed or you're a 4-toeder. You know what I mean? You're a 5-toed, Krevlorn swath. It's just a matter. It's just like hair color. Or maybe someday you shed toes or something like that. Who knows? Great scene. It seems like Angel and Fred finally said their goodbyes and stuff like that. And he leaves and she turns away all sad, and he comes back in and is like, I have no clue where I'm going. Goes, oh, sure, I'll show you the way. Don't worry about it. So I really like that scene. So I really liked Cordy and Gru together. Like, Gru is the best she's ever had with me. I'll talk about it more. Anyways, I can see how she falls for him. It's just like every other guy she's ever been with has been self-centered.
Yes.
And he is Cordy-centered, it seems. It's the perfect guy for Cordelia. She eventually says she loves him right away. It's like, okay, let me put the brakes on this. Well, we've known each other for a day, and I know
and she's been scarred for many years. Yeah, and she's been
Yeah.
scarred for many years. So she's jumping at the first good man she sees.
Yeah, she lost a man to a girl whose mom shopped for her clothes in the Sears catalog. Famously. So anyway, we see how far she's come with all of this because she is not willing to give up these visions, even if it means giving it up in the
pain and
in the biblical version to Gru. You know what I mean? Gru, who's worthy of them. She knows he's a good man. He knows because he has half demon, he'll be able to handle them better. But this is like you can see, like she is her maturity level. Just in the last 2 years has grown exponentially. She's at a point now where she could, if she gave them up, she'd feel terrible because this is the way she proactively helps people. She's all about helping others now.
Mm-hmm.
She isn't the Ms. Chase from Sunnydale now. She's a much more charitable, it seems, when it comes to people. You could feel for her. It's like, yeah, she can't give these up or whatever. This is the way. It's the only way. Like otherwise, she's just their secretary or something like that at the hotel. Like Cordy isn't going in there to fight anybody. Although she does a little bit here, which is really fun. But we'll talk about it in a sec. Also, because those visions, just her talking about it brings on a vision. Green guy, the Groosalugg, right there in the courtyard, and she's like, "Well, this can't happen." But first, see Gunn questioning Wesley's battle tactics. I think it's real good that you see Wes just say, like when guys like, if I was in charge of this, he just says, "I'm in charge." He doesn't get angry, but he gets stern about it. It's like he
has a great line where he says, "If you're worried about protecting everyone, you're gonna you'll lose everyone."
Yeah. If some don't die, everybody could. Basically. So yeah. And then we see that really terrific drawing that slave made of the multi-head exploder.
Yes.
Pretty intricate stuff. He's a much I would have it nowhere close to that at all. It'd basically be like it would look like a stick figure drawing with circles on it or something like that.
I believe in you, Rob. I believe in you.
I know my drawing talent, and it's not there whatsoever. Okay. Angel is just going to show up at the opportune time. I thought Angel showed up most of the shows you watch where someone needs that next answer. They're just right there, no matter what. It'll happen in all the NCISs. It happens in all the CSIs, all those baloney shows. So he's just there with the answer, him and Fred, from behind a tree. Nobody noticed it. But did you think it's strange when he popped up behind the tree and then some guy just drops down from that tree? That guy's got to be out of a job. That guy has to be. This guy, the one job he has is being up in the tree
scout. Yeah, but we are talking about Angelus and the way he moves. He probably still has some of those evading, tracking, takeout, scout skills. So, shout to Angelus.
And Fred's just in his wake. She gets the same kind of. I like it. Pylea, the physics are different. The physics are different from there. Anyways, well, Wes is when he gets introduced to Fred here, not exactly a meat cute. You know what I mean? It's just he barely acknowledges her, except for the fact that she's a scientist, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you see that one rebel guy giving people crap for not noticing Angel, and then here comes Landok, and not only is he just strolling through the little encampment here, he's taking a couple of guys with him. Not the best security for this bunch that are literally about to storm a castle. You know what I mean? It's like this does not look like it's gonna end up working out for them at all. So Wes, we're gonna say here that Wes is pretty good at fibbing when he eventually tells Angel, it's like, I believe in you. I believe you're not gonna change for good. Gun's like, this is like, nope. I need him to think he does though. Like All he has to do is just, keep the eyes over here while we're busy doing this. It's just magic tricks. These are magic tricks, Ferris. But also, it's good for Gunn for not just running to tell and spilling the beans. It's like, you know what? We're not sure if he can come back. He's done those kind of things before. Good for him to keep it under his hat. Silas.
Consistency.
Yeah. Silas, for a monk, bit of a pervert.
Well, that and he's just a bad person.
Yeah, he's not great.
Yeah,
and he gets worse. He just exponentially worse as it goes along. So he's like, what's with all the non-mating here? He's come here to watch some action go on here, and then here comes Angel. He's gonna call out the Groosalugg to mortal combat here in the court square. Gets a little kind of, he's like, you gotta go fight this guy. It's like, this is what you do. Like, mating be damned, it can hold off a minute while you go take care of this little problem we have. So Angel is out there, and he pulls Groot aside. He says, you know what is gonna do to your friends if he defeats you? The defiling that's gonna go on, the shrieking and horror she'll do until she eventually expires. Do you get it? That's a good bit of cunning little work. Just to get that Groob blood boiling.
Yeah.
It's like,
and the choice of words, man, they were so like very like the defiling. Yeah. Like that's a very like strong word, man. And it really got into the manipulation of, you see this Groot, he's trying to be a good man, trying to do the right thing, but he's being led astray in a sense that he overly trusts this monk who's not a good person.
He's doing his duty. All he knows, he keeps reminding us, all he knows is his duty. His duty is to fight. He actually goes against his duty a couple of times because of his feelings for Cordelia. So it's the only thing that can break the man. So you see the rebels, climbing up outside. Not many of them. There's like 8 rebels to storm an entire castle. You see, I keep thinking this castle's a lot smaller and smaller all the time. Gru and Angel start fighting. Do you think it's good to see that Angel can get his ass whipped in a fight that says Angel on it?
I don't think it's as good, but I quite enjoyed it.
I think it is a good thing. You not to, just have the thing where Angel should win each fight easily. There should always be a part where, Angel's going to get beaten down in this, and Gru is in wrestling parlance, battering him from pillar to post. Ferris, he's having no problem at all beating the hell out of him. We got to go back into the castle here. They're fighting in the hallways, and I get it that Wesley should be adept at being a swordsman. He's probably done it since he could walk with his 2, his parents.
Yeah, man, he's a watcher, man. He's not a skilled watchers. Yeah, man, he's a Nepo watcher, man. He didn't learn the skills, bro. Learn the skills.
He has the skills. He's taken on 2 guys, defeating them easily. The question is, how is Gunn doing it? Gunn is all of a sudden a masterman as well. He's also taking out 2 supposedly trained guards. No problem, by himself.
I mean, I don't know, man. Because Gunn had to teach himself all these skills. He had to teach him how to shoot a bow and arrow. He had to teach himself about swords because they were killing his people in the streets of LA.
Teach himself to put a machine gun on the top of his truck.
Exactly. Wesley was just like, "Ooh, yay, my mom and my dad did this. I'll do this too. It'll be fun." It ain't fun. This is dangerous business.
That's right. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking these guys had probably a lot of time during the day when there was no vampires around. It's like, guys, what? We're just down here doing nothing, being homeless together. Why don't we learn how to do swords or something like that? And these guys are like, sure. So we don't know. We weren't told. So I guess you're exactly right. May I just jump to judgment here on why Gunn just wouldn't know how to be as good a surgeon as Wesley, a man who's trained since birth to do these kind of things. Why not? These guys had more time to do it. You know what? And more of a purpose. They were defending their home, or as homeless people could. Now, anyways, Silas putting his hands on Cordelia. We talked about making the blood boil. But this is like, in Buffy, there's a rule. You don't make Willow cry.
Never.
And over here, you don't put your hands on Cordelia.
That as well.
What the shit is this? So, we see Angel now, the effects of him changing, and then the effects changing. So they've had almost 5 years of being able to change Boreanaz from human-looking to vampire. They've got it down. Then they throw a little monkey wrench in there, and then they make him green, and he has to stop every time, and it grows out from there. Just does not look. It looks, looks primitive compared to the way they've been doing it on the show for a long time. I'm glad that's something that was only done a couple of times, but also I don't know if you needed to see him like turn face. You should have done it from behind or something like that. Do something different. Know that this this is just as more.
You could have done it practical, but that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
There's no way. There's no way. They're doing it as practical as they could because they have to try and match up makeup and stuff like that. But just having him still is like just do it from the back. You can see the hair grow or something like that, just so you don't see him frozen while the thing does it. I just think it doesn't look good. Anyways, I always chuckle when Wes and those other guys finally break into the room where Cordelia is, and Wes has to tell like the 3 other guys there, stand down. Because Silas is like, oh, you guys are a little late. Like, oh, guys, stand down. And the other thing are like, oh, whatever. And just hands his sword over to somebody. But, of course, Silas is going to give the evil doer's soliloquy here, keeps yapping. And then, of course, Cordelia is set up. He's not noticing her, grabs that sword and hacks the dude's head off. It says, your princess is tired of hearing you yak, Padre. It's like, yes,
you're damn right.
What a girl.
What a great line.
Padre. So good. Now, we got Green Angel here with the advantage on Gru. And then he starts relenting. You can see Angel turn back. Says to him, I'm not a monster. And gets punched in the face for it. You don't ever drop your guard.
Never drop your guard in a street fight or a dirt fight or in the court. Like, I don't know where it's not a street fight. They're in the
courtyard, probably a
courtyard fight in the dirt.
Against the Groosalugg. That guy is a foreign champion, undefeated champion.
Yes.
You think he's
well, it's fraudulent because he just fights the people they tell him to fight. So is he really an undefeated, undisputed champion?
He's fought everybody. He's defeated everybody he's fought.
Yeah, but he's pick and choosing.
Yeah, but they're all picked and choose. Like you talk boxing, it's not like somebody goes to another guy's house and starts boxing.
I saw a video that said boxing is anti-sport. And I was like, what? Huh? Yeah, because in boxing, you pick who you fight. You don't just fight the best. You pick and choose. Sport is you play the people in front of you regardless. Arsenal and Man City don't pick and choose if they face each other. They have to face each other.
Well, when it comes down to the championship stuff, they don't get to just choose.
No, they don't. No. They have to.
No, it's chosen for them. There's their way up the ladder. Number 10.
I'm just saying it's a theory. It's a theory. I may not agree with the theory, but it's a theory.
What the third old sport in the world, something like that.
Yes. So I think it is. I think it's that in wrestling. I think.
Yeah, and then horse racing.
Yeah, horse racing. Yes. Yeah. Shout out to the Greeks.
Anyway, good stuff seeing him getting punched in the face by a group.
Exactly.
So, Cordy says that she loves Rue. Again, it says pretty fast. I do like how Angel's like makes it all about him. It's like, you love me? He says, no, dumbass. I'm talking about this
man with the beautiful blue eyes
that I just met. Like I just met him. He's like, well, you love me too, though, right? Like as a friend and co-worker. I don't know. I don't know if you ever love a
coworker. I don't know, unless your coworkers was already your friend. I don't know if you like your coworkers.
Yeah, you could grow together as friends while you've been working together. You can love your friend, great. But just like, oh, you're my, you also work here. God, I love you. You're such a good dude. Love you. Because you work together doesn't make any sense. So we get poor Lorne. We don't get to see how the head gets reattached to a body while we're there, which is too bad. Would have been a fun little scene, a little pop. I remember when for a time Star Wars figures you could pop their heads off and then yeah. So I was thinking it'd be something maybe like that. Anyways, Angel has to think he knows best. He's like, Lorne's just ready to get the hell out of there. He says, why don't you go say something nice to your lovely, enchanting mother over here? And he's, I didn't want to. You go. Thanks for sticking me on the pile, not the mega pile, which is a pretty big deal. I'm guessing over in Pylea. And then he gets read the rag once again. One of the best insults ever. When she says, you know what they're calling me down at the hall of drinking and gambling, or whatever it's called, and that she's mother of the vile excrement, Ferris.
Yeah.
If someone that takes enough time to call you mean it, they mean it.
Vile excrement. Vile excrement is a very strong phrase.
Yeah, not just excrement. Excrement as itself.
It's pretty bad. Enough. Yeah.
It's like, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, that is vile.
Vile. That is vile excrement. Like, what are you going to do? It's one of the worst things. Lorne has a nice line about he and Angel belong in L.A. because no one actually belongs there afterwards, though. So he forgives him pretty quick. Having his mother spit on his face yet again and being told that he's the vile excrement that she's the mother of. Basically. So Cordelia has become now the great emancipator. She's setting all the slave cows free. She destroys the head exploder deal with an axe. Puts Gru in charge. Good choice. You get Groosalugg in there. He's a good, honest man. I'm sure he's going to have a long and happy reign in Pylea. Gunn does a good job of telling him what reconstruction actually is. When they kiss each other at the end, Fred seems really into it. It's like, come on, Fred. First thing Fred's going to need when she gets back to Earth.
Yeah, Fred hasn't done adult activities in 5 years.
No.
So yeah.
No, she has not. At least we hope not. You know what I mean? And Cordy just getting that little send-off from her court there, and everyone calling her Her Majesty. So fitting for Cordelia Chase. Then, Wes also has to go in and wonders, like, should a bunch of free people have a majesty? And her just saying, these things take time. Like, there you go. There's Cordelia right there.
That's a good point.
Fantastic stuff. So we don't really see them go back, So they drive the car into Caritas.
Yes.
That bar, the bar itself, was very shabbily made. That is one of the worst design bars. It broke apart far too. Looks like it was just put up plywood.
Well, Rob, as of course you're a little biased, and because you have some background because you operate and own one. But let's imagine you're talking about the G-force of the interdimensional push of the car. The G-force it's probably a lot of G-force, and it destroyed a lot of things.
Sure.
So
if I would be right behind you in all of that. If you didn't see when the bar was broken, it gets pushed back a little bit. Some of it breaks off, and it looks like 3/4 inch plywood. So,
all right, that's a valid point.
Yeah,
that's a valid point.
It is not very sturdy. It is definitely not meant to, even as a set dressing, not meant to have a car run into it. Also,
exactly.
How are they going to get the car out?
That's a good point. Piece by piece.
make them double doors. Oh my God. Oh, it's just like that Johnny Cash song.
Yeah.
He's got 1955, 56, 57, 58, you know. So they get back to the hotel here, and he's joking along. He wants to say it's good to be home, but there's Willow. She just stands up, and he knows, oh shit, it's Buffy. One thing I would say is, in her grief, Willow found the time to go get her hair did. It's good for you. She had nice curly hair before.
Well, she probably had to, go to. She had to straighten it out for the funeral.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, she went and got her hair done. It was maybe she didn't want to be reminded of the curliness. The last one, straighten it out. Get a little old school.
Yes.
Willow for the funeral. Okay, that's it for season 2. Next season, what can you say about it? I guess you could say it's a boy. That's something you can think of for next season. Yeah, it's gonna start with Angel. Get this, running into another old acquaintance. He seems to run into an old acquaintance every 3-4 episodes in Los Angeles. We're such a big place.
He's lived a long life.
I guess so. Heartthrob is the first episode of season 3 already, Ferris, and we'll be talking about it next week, I guess. Rewatchers Council. Ferris, damn good to have you on the show. Thanks for joining me here, buddy. Why don't you tell people what's up with you? And you're on a marathon today. I know that. So why don't you tell them, if you can remember it all, what you're up to here on the network?
5:00 Pacific. Good Friends, Better Rivals, our sports channel. Me and Caleb, we're talking NFC East draft grades and how we break down the draft. And then back on this channel at 7:00 Pacific, it is the post credits. It's the Pulse post credits edition. Me and Adelia, possibly Shug, we're breaking down the weekly news and notes of the entertainment industry. We're gonna be talking about summer movie previews and some AI in film, good, bad, or indifferent. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a little preview of your thoughts about it or not, but I enjoy it nonetheless. Okay, guys, the important stuff here. What about me? I'm gonna be over on the sports channel as well. Good Friends, Better Rivals. This coming Monday, live at 7:00 Central. I guess 8:00 Eastern time. Do a little hockey on playoff beer. So by the time we do the episode, all the matches will be set for the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. We had a couple more entrants last night. One of surprise, one that I'm quite happy about, but there's still some good hockey to be played. The first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs usually so good, and this year didn't disappoint, even though I don't have a goddamn team in it. So it's helped ease the pain a little bit, but far too few injuries for me. There should be a lot more. That'll make my cold dark heart even happier. Tuesday, I'm also on the sports channel as well. Adelia and I will be covering the week that was in the English Premier League on Starting 11, again, 8:00 Eastern time. The start for that one, what is that, about 5:00 your time? 5:00?
Yes, it is.
I'm told not to say things like 9:30 in Newfoundland, even though it's factually correct as well. Chelsea, not going to factor into anything. Could end up somehow getting a European spot. The whole way the Premier League's been working this year, and with chances at trophies here and there as well, there's a chance that there could be 10 teams from half the Premier League could play in European competition this next season. But you're more interested in the end of this one, because Arsenal is now dog fighting for the Premiership. The first one they waited for 22 years. Never mind the fact that they're in the Champions League and never won that. More important trophy. So lots to talk about with that, and then we'll be back with the first episodes of season 6 and season 6 of Buffy and season 3 of Angel. Guys, thank you all so much for watching, yes, listening as well. In the words of that gross jerk Silas the Monk. Please watch and like and subscribe. We'll talk to you all again sometime.